Abhinandan. Greetings, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Unified Week 5 and Day 3. It has been beautiful journey, all 5 weeks of Unified, and plus, we should not forget the 24 days we spent connecting with ourselves. And every day was important. Every day was a new connection with ourselves. Although this chapter 5, we are dealing with uninvited influences, and we have had great sessions from Neha ji and Shailesh ji. I would just like to weave through what we have done so far. There are many questions, and the answers has to come from within. Although the great guidance are provided, and they will help you, but they act as a information. Our mind do not remember it when it has to work on it. It can only learn through its own experience. So the whole entire book is like that. We connect with some, we use, we apply, we make this information as ours, we call it knowledge. And then by with applying all these in our real life, we make our own wisdom through our life experiences. So this practical book is particularly there for us to create our own experiences, right? So the very first chapter, centering in the heart, it says, become aware of your heart center and feel God's love. In the very second chapter, it says, now the love, that is the unified field from where all the forces have originated. It was worked by Einstein, even also provided by Einstein, that all the fields, all the forces have come from this one force called unified field. So Babaji makes he made us aware of our own existence beyond this body, being in this body. When we tune in to our own heart center, we find our true essence is pulsating there. But for some, it is very difficult, and because our awareness is only outside, right? So it is very difficult to go inward and connect and stay there to feel that. What change we can we can make in our everyday life being or day-to-day living existence to feel more of our heart is what? So that is what we practiced in those 24 days where we did not had this unified mantra, but we practiced centering in our heart with gratitude, appreciation, care, and love, right? So this is one part of our own awareness where we can see every moment how much we are receiving. Every little things that is done for us, and I'm aware of it. That's all it takes. And it just touches our heart. One thing good, right? But the second thing, Babaji says, when you quiet yourself and you take your awareness to your heart, you might feel a gentle pulsation. And for some, you may need to do these affirmations where we unify with God qualities. And when we say, I am love, and I feel that love more. So here Babaji has not defined any love concept because it cannot be defined. It can only be experienced. So many of our friends shared that when I am love, then I should speak with love. So that is like a burden to ourselves now. But what if I feel love, my gentle pulsation, and I'm there all the time? Now I'm speaking, I am moving, I'm acting, working, I'm in that state of love. right? So that is how we can recognize love in every action that we do. And then, on the other hand, when I'm receiving from somebody, I'm receiving from my heart. So my heart is always open like a flower, right? So this is a journey of 24 weeks of journey there where we will open this flower petal by petal. With every exercise, if you look at them, they are just bringing us closer to our own heart center so that we can remain there. Many situations where there are fearful situations, right? The uninvited influences, we do not know what is in there. And we have this fear, irritation, and we dim our light. We recognize ourselves from that point of view. And how beautifully I just loved this line. The chapter has been summarized so very well. I would just like to add this one line that did not let me sleep last night. And that was, you feel a burden lifted with the healing of each uninvited influences. It talks about the burden lifted with each healing uninvited influences, and how dearly it was shared by our one of the friends, where she's saying that, you know, it is my reaction. I should be responsible. Why I should put it on uninvited influences? How beautiful it is. Now look at your shoulders. Feel your shoulders. How does it feel? Every those moments where we were irritated, angry, fearful, doubts, in confusion, how we were acting, as if it's all our own mistake. And we still feel that. So just for this week, Babaji is giving us little relief that, you take off this burden from yourself, that you are doing it all by yourself and you are responsible for it. Yeah, definitely you are responsible for you being you. That is your true essence. The whole entire creation was made with love. And then we forget that essence. We look outside and we see differences and we scare ourselves to till death. So all those moments are the moments to see that uniqueness, that vastness, but somehow it puts me under pressure. And our own mental turmoil starts. And then in that turmoil, once sometime we lower our energies and we start thinking negatively about ourselves. And that is the right moment where these uninvited influences get attracted. It's like two waveforms at same frequency come together and they become big. They manifest into some action. And that is what we see in our behavior. And that is what we see all around us. If I'm sitting in my room all by myself and somebody comes in and I recognize what shifts inside me, there is some sensation, maybe that knock or on the door or that crackling on the door lock. It scares you or makes you aware, and you feel something has entered. You feel the difference. So these are the moments of the physical presence. When somebody comes in and goes out, we feel that difference. So can we not say that we are always influenced by someone in our home? If my family member, dearly one, is very sick, don't I feel affected? If somebody is crying his heart, don't I feel affected? And I can remain myself only when I remember my truth with my own experience. and that is that gentle pulsation in our heart. So when we are listening and we come to our heart center, we start feeling that. We center ourselves, remember our truth, and we also remember the truth of the person speaking out. And then we do not get imbibed, we do not give permission anybody to enter in my energetic field and make me more fearful or transmits its own fear into my aura. Then I keep myself clean. I act from the truth. I listen from the very senses of my ear, where I listen with more compassion. And then the same life that we are living, it acts differently, it works differently. All my senses are now integrated with love. When I see with more compassion, with that softness in eyes. I breathe in air with gratitude of this life, where I am now experiencing this 360-degree turn when I went inward and I clicked into my higher self. So between this concept of uninvited influences should not be new to us, because we have already done a lot of week 3 of practice where, we recognize these influences, we heal this, and we should feel the difference. And I can tell you from my very experience that initially when I was doing these practices and I was affirming these affirmation, I was also in doubt, how will it work? Does it really work? But although I was not recognizing mentally or maybe logically, but I was doing it repeatedly. And the very reason was that I was feeling better, but I was not able to recognize it. And one day when I taught this to my son, he was 8 years old then. And I just, in week 17, there's a chapter. So I just did that exercise with him. And his look changed immediately, instantly. He was like fussy, crying, irritating, throwing all his tantrum. But the moment I did that, he felt better and he looked at me and he said, "What did you do?" And that was the moment I realized, okay, this is how it works. Then I asked him his experience, what changed? And then he says that before I was feeling very cloudy, muddy, I could not see clearly. Doesn't it happen to us? Where all our thoughts are cloudy. We can't see through it. We can't see clearly. But we do not, because we have been living in that way, it's very difficult for us to recognize this little shift the very first time that we do this aura cleaning practice. But it was new to him and he was in that state, and I tried many times and I could see instant change in his action. And now he learned it. Now he does it on its own because he knows what's the benefit and when to do it also. So easy symptoms that Babaji has listed many times, it's not just us, it's the influence. But our essence doesn't change. So with that practice also, he is trying to tell us to be love and to give love. So no matter what it is, we don't see it, but definitely there is a change that we can feel and we recognize it. Then we take that responsibility to keep ourselves, not influenced by any outer influences. For us to be our own teacher, we have to be ourselves, only me in my head, totally. And that is what is the awareness of my higher self. So there are a lot and that came last night, and it was more on receiving. That a couple of days ago, I was working with Shaileshi and this word came receiving, and since then it is stuck in my head. We all understand it, but somewhere I was finding causes where we are not receiving. And that is the reason that we do not feel love. It's like we are pampered child of a rich person and we have everything and we do not recognize it. That's what is the case with all of us. We have so much of love from our Creator, and everything is being given, and we do not recognize it. And one day, the that habit of being spoiled, one day it reminds us to just see what you have done with yourself. And that is the moment it hits, and the inner journey starts, the back to home journey starts. And somewhere we know, where we want to go. We don't need a map. We know exactly, we learn to trust the guidance that comes from outside. So learning from higher self is the greatest learning because it is through experience. And these chapters, every chapter is unique, and it is, just telling more about ourselves, how important it is. The very first line of this chapter is that, there cannot be more emphasis on clearing your aura for you to feel yourself, to be yourself. And between chapter 3 and 5, there was a chapter called All Knowing Intelligence, speaking out your universal truth. And that is possible when we are truly connected with our own self in that clean, clear aura, that space um, where the energy field is influenced as to be that clear channel of love, or be transparent, just be what it is. I can just say that, first chapter itself is huge, and it asks us that there's nothing that you have to change. You are already what you have to be. But gradually, every chapter takes us through the change by expanding our awareness. So this week, relax yourself, let your shoulders be relaxed more. And next week, we'll take that responsibility and we'll continue for another 9 weeks to correct our thinking, to recognize what we have created for ourselves to experience. And that is our own creation. The creation that we live in is totally perfect. But we want to learn to function the way it is created. So we align, we in tune with that. So coming back to heart center is the key practice, and take every moment, like set a 4-hour alarm if you forget to do it on your own. 4-hour alarms to just center wherever you are, and then see, close your aura, clean your aura, close your aura, and just feel the presence of higher self with its signal. You could do it many times in a day, but at least 4 hours you can just try and see that difference. Um, that is, our own experience can bring so much clarity to ourselves. Questions will be there, but those questions are really for our higher self to connect with us. I always thought, if I ask somebody can give only by his own experience. So my questions were limited to the external world, but it was always open inside. So life was guiding like that, and every moment was connecting deeply with the answers. I just had to be aware to pick them, right? So that's the way higher self guides and teaches, and we have learned about it in past few chapters. So this is all from my end today, and we have a great session ahead with the practice and the beautiful podcast. And any of you want to share your own understanding in your way for this chapter, anything that clicked better, or you feel lighter through these practices, just to share. That will encourage others. And also count your experience, make a note of it when you do that 6 lines of practice of cleaning your aura. What happens in that process? Sometimes while cleaning the aura itself, you feel more fearful. Sometimes do you feel that your heart pulsation is going down, or it is missing altogether? Or sometimes when you're cleaning the aura, you're feeling there's some physical presence, like you're thinking about somebody, your loved ones. And that is where you would know more about yourself, where in that how we are all connected with each other. Also, although remember that whenever we find or we feel any of these during our aura cleaning process, we would like to go over the aura cleaning affirmations again. And do it with feelings. One time with feeling can work together, but if we just want to do it mechanically, we have to do it many times until we click with it, right? So do it repeatedly. Maybe, what do you think? How many times in a day you are doing it? 15, 20 times? So for this week, I think the week 3, Babaji said you might even do more than what you can imagine, and that will be less. For you to feel yourself, it is important to remove those influences with love, with that gentle, beautiful affirmation that is shared in the chapter. Yes, so please, yeah, Jayaji. Please go ahead, Balaji.
आत्मवंदन मास्टर, सभी मास्टर, दिल से प्रणाम। आप गाइड लोग, हमें अंधे लोग को अपना डंडा पकड़ के आप आगे चलते हो, थैंक यू सो मच दिल से। मैं ऑरा क्लीनिंग के बारे में बताना चाह रहा था। कल अजय जी बात कर रहे थे तो बीच में मैंने बोला आई जस्ट पुट इट इन द चैट एंड आई हैड टू लीव समवेयर, सो मैं चला गया। बट नाउ दैट यू आस्क्ड मी, आई विल शेयर इट। I was doing aura cleaning, and the instructions are, if it persists, if the signal persists for some time, do it again and again till it stays there. So I was doing that because I had a चीटी काट रहे जैसा इधर कोई फीलिंग था, कोई चीटी तो था नहीं उधर, but I did the aura cleaning, and then I suddenly remembered about that be kind, as if you're doing it to yourself. If you are in that position, how you would like to be treated, treat it like that. तो मैंने बड़ा प्यार से उसको बोला कि आप गुमराह हो चुके हो, आप कहीं फंस चुके हो, अपना ही इल्यूशंस में फंस चुके हो, उधर बाहर लाइट वेट कर रहा है आपको ले जाने के लिए और कुछ नया रास्ता दिखाने के लिए। And I kept telling this 3-4 times during our aura cleaning, 3-4 बार करने के बाद suddenly ये भी चला गया और एक sudden relief आया और suddenly it became very peaceful, as if they listened to me and they have done it. So it's not one time. एक बार कर दिया, बॉक्स टिक करके निकल गया. It's not like that. You keep doing it till the feeling persists, and then after that, you see the effect in terms of how it leaves you behind. The way you were telling when you started, that suddenly the haziness lifted. It wasn't haziness for me. It was suddenly quiet हो गया, quiet and calm, and अभी कुछ है नहीं है, अभी ठीक है, चले गए. And a overwhelming feeling of gratitude coming towards me. That effect. So more than the peace, there was a sudden flood of gratitude pouring towards me. I mean, if you ask me to explain what is this gratitude pouring, how do you know whether you are giving it to somebody or somebody is giving it to you? Also, I don't know, but I felt that somebody else is feeling that towards me.
Wow.
So that was something that had happened before. So that I had to take.
Even I want to share.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Atmavandan, thank you so much for holding this wonderful space for us. Day before yesterday, I think it was pre-Buddha Purnima. I did not know any of that, but I've heard that when you do meditation on Purnima, it's better and whatever, energies are high. And that on that day when we did it, one day before Buddha Purnima, I think 30th evening, then after the meditation, the quiet practice, I didn't want to open my eyes. And I wrote in the message that I don't feel like, so Shailesh, he said that it's okay if you want to continue. So I disconnected from Zoom, and we were in the city house, so we were in separate rooms. So I just disconnected, switched off light, and I continued without any sound, without any music. And it was became so intense. It became. I even shared in the group later that it suddenly became that I'm not saying to anybody else, but it was to my own self that I am healed and I am whole. And I am sending that. So it was all those were not to somebody else, but all those 6 bullet points I was saying to myself. And I realized, am I doing it right? Then the thing was, okay, yes, it's right. It has to be like this. So then I continued and I didn't want to speak. So when I opened that time I wrote, I don't want to speak also. So, and then I had a silence for 24 hours. And I think Balaji was quite frustrated because I did not have urge to say a single word. And there are a lot of things happening in our family which really required answers, but they were coming themselves. When I was sitting and meditating, the thought of, everything is being taken care of was just resonating in my head. And when because I slept like that, then I got up again in the morning, I was not didn't want to do anything actually, but but I had to like give breakfast and all that. So then I just thought, no, Shailesh just said you have to do your duty. So I then went and I gave breakfast. I came back, freshened up. Again, I sat down and I meditated. I mean, just closing my eyes, I was within myself. There was nothing which was, and I could not say these bullet points at that time. I could only say, I send love and light. I send love and nothing else was, because it was feeling right to just say these things, not anything else. And then I also had the thought that, this is also, this shall too shall pass. Then it looked like, okay, maybe this feeling can continue, or this is something I can tap into whenever I need. And I was feeling so whole and complete that I don't need anything. I don't have to go anywhere. It was so amazing for those. But then in the evening yesterday, it was a nearly 24 hours, I had to speak. And after speaking, that spell was broken. It was kind of, I'm in a spell and everything is just so perfect because I don't have to, everything is taken care of, everything is happening in the right way. And and while I was closing my eyes, so many realizations, so many things which happened, random things which happened at some airport to somebody else, but I was influenced by it, by the reaction of what happened to people. Something happened to somebody and I see that, okay, he's not doing a right thing to her. So that affected me, and I had no idea that it affected me. I was just seeing as a spectator. But when it comes in my awareness again, I realized that somewhere it has changed something in me, so I need to get rid of that. But I can't explain, but it was such a wholesome experience. It was as if I wanted to just be there, but it is as a human possible. It's not possible that I continue, but I can definitely tap into it whenever I close my eyes and just be there in my heart. And I'll tell you that I'm the chore in the gown because I'm not doing as you say. So many times I'm not doing the workbook. So many times I'm not doing, and like you were saying, how many times do you practice? Practically maybe twice or thrice these
That's more
words
than
because
enough. When you are
but
in your
this
heart, that is
experience
more than enough. Yeah.
it was, yeah, because when I'm doing anything, I'm breathing from my heart. Practically, that's what is my only, I can say. Otherwise, I think, like I said, the chore, because whatever you say, do this, do this, do this, but I don't do it 100%, maybe 80%. But I feel that since I've been working to reach here, I've been, my actions, my thoughts, and I've also been working on myself, finding my trigger points, finding what is doing this, always trying to send love to people, randomly trying to make people safe. Like if I see somebody working on electricity pole, I used to, before coming here also, I used to say, okay, he's safe, like that. So many things I was doing. So it was sort of, pre this thing but that experience, I'm like, okay, now I have something which I can tap into, but it cannot can it continue, can it continue,
It did what
like
it
I
had
can
to
be
do.
24/7 365 in that, or is it possible?
You are connecting or you are tapping into that energy, and now you are giving it through your action, through your words, you are sharing it with people around you. So that
But
shift is not.
can I stay there? Can I stay there like 365 days,
You only
24
tell
7?
me after 2 years.
I feel I can stay there, but I have to stay silent.
No, even with speaking, you can be in your heart. Even with
Okay, no,
sharing and
correct.
with all the chores with everybody, you will be in that state. So sometimes I laugh at myself when I'm talking with somebody and this pulsation is so prominent that it feels like a tickle, and I start itching because it is so prominent. Sometimes, it takes my awareness. It is trying to actually draw my awareness to that state, to that place.
In fact, I found it very strange. I was eating food and I was like keeping my hand here and I was eating like, I suddenly realized, what am I doing? Because my hand is here. Why? But then that is what it is, possibly drawing your attention and staying there always. But
Yes.
always is not possible.
It's
So it is
it's
a
your
challenge.
expectation to that state, right? You remember that you have come here to express, and you're not just doing it for yourself. By the nature of the heart is that it radiates outside. So when there's a difference, you will always be radiating until there is a uh, harmony,
Equal,
right? So
yeah.
you will see people around you is also shifting. I've seen in my home also. The more I was more centered, I was lifting myself energetically, I was seeing that people around me is also getting better in their state, I would say. So that is how
Yesterday,
the
Shailesh ji shared something that in the embassy they changed some format. In a long time back, before coming here, also before properly meditating, we were just going somewhere and there was a police station in an odd place. And I said, they must remove this police station and the road can go straight. And Balaji is laughing at me. For you, they're going to change it. And right enough, after a couple of weeks, they actually made it straight and they shifted the police station. So this is like, manifestation is happening. But when we're coming here, we're realizing that this has been happening, but we just keep ignoring. We do not give weight to our own power, which we have. So when we realize it, we have to, it suddenly becomes like you have to be really aware and allow only the thoughts which you want and not any random. So,
awareness is
so
the key. Yes. So you create it with your thoughts, and every thoughts are coming from that state that you experienced. Maybe yesterday, maybe it was before there was some different experience, right? So it is coming out through you from that state, from that unified state. So the God wants to create things like that, and it is happening through you, through your thoughts. So in coming chapters, you
24
will
hours
see
were
all that.
just, they were just like magic. They were magic, and I just, I can't express because I felt like I said I'm already unified. That's what I felt. But when I spoke, the spell was broken.
No, it's just a different experience, and you would see that, like in time to come, that how a unified life is. Through your own experience, you will say, "Oh, tick mark. Here also I am love. Oh, tick mark. I am receiving love. Okay, I am giving love." It is happening naturally because you being love, nothing else goes out from you. And what you are receiving, you are aware. So it is not done as a charity, or I am very much obliged to receive it, but I'm just receiving with love, with open heart, just allowing to receive. That's the biggest power. I think we have so much, so much, so much all the time. And
And just a day before that, I had such a doubt because I'd gone for a wedding and I just missed some parts, and I just done on WhatsApp, and that too while doing, I was just fell asleep and stuff like that. So I was doubting whether I can connect or I will continue or what will happen. And then this happened. Then this happened, like I'm saying, my heart is now like this because it was so magical.
So
Thank you.
let
Thank
me
you. Thank you.
let me add a little bit to it. Your desire to have it 24/7 and 365 days is a desire.
Oh,
And
Who shall come?
we also know that change is permanent. So expecting that it will stay forever is wrong, right? It's a conflicting thought within us, right? We know everything will change, and we are still expecting it to remain the same. That is something we have to understand. You are in transition. You are transitioning from A state to B state. You are doing that. During transition, you will experience changes also and very unexpected states. And that's normal. This is what you will expect. So some of it you would love it so much. Oh my God, let it remain like this only.
Yeah.
That's okay. But what happens is if it stayed like that, you will not be able to perform the um, the expression that you are born for. You are here for doing something. You are here for a reason to become yourself. And that yourself will not be able to come out if you stayed that way.
But this felt like myself. This
Mhm.
felt like this is me.
But there
This
is
is the
more
real
to.
me.
So this is only beginning, right? You are seeing part of you only yet. There is more to it that you can see. How do you know that this is all? This may not be all,
Right now,
right?
from my
There is,
little knowing,
hmm,
this, yeah.
yes. So how this evolves is that you will have periods of this state to get you used to accepting it in your normal worldly life together. It has to get embedded like that.
Mm.
The life that we are expressing, the life that we are creating experiences, that needs to include this as part of it. Then the experience will change, but I will still be experiencing all that difference. In that mode, um, I will then express myself differently. We have to remember, each one of us has been created different for a reason, right? We have to become that different. That difference is what we have to become. And that difference, when we become, unfortunately, in a social system, we try to be like others,
That's true.
right? So when we start becoming ourselves, that process is gradual because it has to coexist with the reality of life. Both have to be together. You can't go into the, that's the problem why people used to go to Himalayas and still not be able to do anything because they
But the
have
others had this
separated.
idea. This idea I had that if I had to go to Himalaya, probably I could stay in this state forever.
Yeah, that is the mind. Mind looks at things in pieces. Mind cannot comprehend totality. In totality, everything coexists. You are there, I am there, Preeti is there, all of us are there. We coexist. And then the entire upadrav of the whole place is there. We are in the same existence, experiencing it differently,
Hmm.
right?
There is somebody
That,
who had sent a message to me saying how aapka dil lagta hai, are you able to, from the group itself, somebody had said. So my answer is this, that, whatever was being taught, I was only doing that. Maybe I was doing only 80-85%. But suddenly this happened because I just have this deep faith that, and I have this intention that this thing is working, it will work. Even in the period of doubt, I have this, that this is the right place and right time for me. So everything will work out. So that's why with that, even in doubt state, I have that thing at the back of my mind. So this is what
it's,
I answered to that person, that,
yeah.
doing everything, whatever is being told, nothing else.
And
Nothing
it's
else.
very
Yeah.
minimal also. If we go step by step, there is nothing much. We just have to drop our minds and just keep that practice. Even if you don't understand the chapter, you understand the practice, you just do the practice and it will give you experiences. It will make you all knowing intelligence. You don't need anything else.
Let me tell you
Yes.
from my experience. If your that state which stayed with you for 24 hours, if it stayed for 10 days, you would want to change it. In 10 days, you will say, okay, now I need to talk about it. That will be a change. You would want to then start talking about it. You would want to express it. You would want to share it with everybody. This will come from within, right? That state being there, you would still be doing something more. That's why I was saying there is more to it which will open up. As you stay there, you stabilize in that state, and then that state is going to bring you into a new form, a new way. That change will occur, it will come. And in that moment, when that change, we are already programmed for change. We can't stay in one state for long. And still we want everything else to remain that way. That's
And
the
how
strange
change
thing.
happens is also very strange. When we try changing, nothing changes. We fight with it. We make ourselves miserable. But when we expand our awareness, which is through this kind of course, learning information outside, that is where we take little bit inside. Then something clicks. Then little bit more inside. Then something clicks. And then it takes
But
us
the
to that
most
change.
amazing thing is that not doing anything extra, just doing whatever was being said. And even when having a doubt that will this work and I'm not doing properly and I'm missing out certain thing, in spite of that, such a awesome magical experience. It was, I mean, as if there is something around me and I'm just in some other place, another time, and I can hear everybody. They're talking, they're saying things, but I'm not bothered by that. I'm not bothered. It's all going on, but it's all like there for me. And nothing, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to do anything extra. That is my point.
Yes.
That,
Yeah.
if you just a normal thing.
Exactly. You got a new car. You just got a new car. You are enjoying it. 10 days
And such
later,
a
you will
beautiful
say that will become normal for you. Good. Very good.
So I was saying, Ajay ji had so many questions and answers. I had nothing. I was just observing, breathing through my this, and I was just observing what's going on, what's going on. That's it. No questions, no answers, nothing. Just
That
some
is,
realization, something
yeah,
happening. That's it.
that is
Great.
what is watching from heart, not from mind. Mind would judge, right? So you're watching from heart. So letting the
Yeah.
thought pass and just seeing what is happening, and you are aware of it.
Really grateful.
Great.
I'm so grateful. So much love. My heart is just overflowing with that. Thank you.
Thank you.
शैलेश जी,
I would like
प्रीति जी,
to,
एक सवाल है.
हाँ,
Can I teach this aura cleaning?
हाँ,
We have a family living with us. उनका लड़का, he is in 8th standard, 9th
Yeah,
standard
you
now.
can teach him.
Can I teach this to him because he has this irrational fear of darkness and things
yeah,
like that?
you can
share
teach.
this
Mechanically also
little
they can do it, right?
shorts.
So
There is short for
yeah,
this affirmation, right? And even the
yeah,
text is there. I put it in my washroom, so my son
yeah.
goes and he brushes there, so he would
He
look
can
at it,
do it.
and that's
Yeah.
how he remembered
Okay.
it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
can teach,
Thank
and actually, children are practicing, and when they experience the shift, they stick to it, right? So yesterday, if you listen to what Neha ji was
Yeah, Ji.
sharing about her son,
Yes, he
her
said.
son also practices it on his own. On his own, he has learned, and he is practicing. Likewise, Preeti's son. Uh, my daughter, who is not a child anymore, I have recently introduced her to that as well. So we are gradually, as they become ready for it, we share. If they are okay with it, that's fine. Don't push them. Don't force
Yeah.
them. Yeah, you can definitely set an example for them by doing it that way for in front of them, right? So when you become the example, they will follow automatically, right? Or
For
you,
others,
and if
yeah,
they're grown up enough to understand, definitely tell them.
yeah. For others, just wait for until week
17.
17. Yeah. For now, just do it for yourself, and if you want to share this affirmation with everybody, anybody, you can do
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. Only the affirmations. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
You can definitely tell them well.
You can even share
The
Aham Prema and all that.
Yeah.
right.
Whatever clicks.
The, my daughter was asking me, "Meri nazar utar do." After her mother passed away, this responsibility has landed on me. Okay, so whenever she feels odd, she says, "Meri nazar utar do." And I would do the same what her mother used to do. Just The way she used to do, I would do it that way only. But and she was always happy. My daughter is happy. Yes, done. Very good. She is happy. Okay. But now, recently, what I did, I told her that, well, she is in US, I am in Canada, and I can't go and do it there for you. So I will give you a tool, do it by yourself. So I sent her that little clipping of those
Yes.
6 bullets and explained to her. I said, try it. If you feel it works for you, fantastic. She's 38 years old. She's not a baby. Okay.
So we all feel that, sir.
Mm.
We all need that
Yeah.
support. अभी अभी हमारा हाथ खुल गया है, ये ब्रह्मास्त्र हाथ में मिल गया. इससे पहले तो only that was there.
But
So, but
the
I would
funny
like to,
thing, the funny thing is, both these tools are actually the same.
Same thing, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, they are
That
the
is an
same.
uninformed way of doing that. This is the
Ah,
informed way of doing it.
exactly. And this
time has
makes us
been,
self-dependent. You are not dependent on anybody. You can
Yes.
do it anytime, anywhere, whenever you are in that situation. Right? That's how easy it becomes for us. Good. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
would
Thank
like
you so much.
to thank Balaji for reminding that he was receiving gratitude from somewhere he doesn't know. So I would like to add to that.
Mm.
We just, by cleaning our aura, not just help ourselves or the uninvited, but we also help clean the environment we are in, the family members around us, the whole entire environment, the home where our aura reaches. Wherever we walk with that heart-centered awareness, right? And whenever it clicks, okay, clear your aura, and we are doing that where we are mostly in hospital and those chaotic places where there are fear all around. How much cleanup we do not realize. How much light we are increasing, we do not realize. So whatever practices that we are doing, just know that you are doing great for future, where the light will be so much that, you know, people won't have to go through much of this difficulty what we are seeing during our own practices. I just realized yesterday, last night, as I could not sleep and I had various thoughts going on. So I remembered Roger shared this, that, you know, this book was published in 1987. It took 10 years for him to write the book. So to think that 1977 to 87 he wrote the book, and it is almost 27, right? Less than 1 year. So it is 39 years. The book is there, and he just expressed his feeling that he's very happy that now people are ready to receive this wisdom. Think about his patience, what he went through throughout his journey. The book was even unavailable for a long period of time, and now we have this. With our own experience, we can testify the authenticity of the book, what it claims. So it's actually the seed of this third millennium spirituality that Roger received from Babaji, and it has reached to us. For some reason, we have voted, okay, I am there to take the light, torch bearer, and we are creating our own beautiful experience, and ever grateful for all this work that has been done so far.
Thank you so much.
Swastika wants to ask something, and then after that, then we will.
I think if
Uh,
the Swastika, can we do it after practice, or you
if
want
you
to
want,
talk?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I only wanted to share like the chapter reading, so we can do after the practice.
Yes, let's do it after practice.
Mm. Okay. Good.
Wonderful. Just find yourself where you are right now. And breathe into your space. The more we talk about heart awareness, the more we feel it. It becomes natural. We get along with people, connected with heart. It becomes much more easier to be there. Just be authentic to yourself every moment. Whether you are harsh, irritated, reacting, be aware. You will know what triggers you, what bothers you. And then lovingly, from the heart, say these words to heal them. Lingering on you, trusting your light, feeling their own home. Feel for them as they missed some wisdom, some knowledge to trust life in this body and beyond this body. We still exist in our own perfection, at our perfect place. We all belong, and so we are. So breathe in your space. Breathe in more love and gratitude for being here together. And now, feel this love more, and it will be transmitted to every cell in the body and to our aura. The heart radiates from inside out. The love, the light it carries like a sun. Bathe every uninvited influences as you bathe your body, every cell in the body, with love and light. Let this glow expand further in your aura. Feel that circle or the bubble around you, the bubble of light. Say from your heart, feeling as if you are saying, to each uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. Each one of you are whole and healed. Each one of you are love and light. As you are made in as love and light, you are still there. You are still that. Do not feel any pain. Don't be afraid. I know a perfect place for each one of you to go. And I request my higher self, take name, to take you there now. each one of you. Go in peace. I set you free. I set you free. I set you free. And I close my aura to all except my higher self. And now breathe into this space. Does it feel any different? Breathe like you are a drying mat out in the sun. From every cell of the body, breathe in and breathe out, feeling your heart center. Now feel your essence, what you are. What you feel like for yourself. Does your heart call upon that image that God made of Himself? Very unique. A form for yourself and feel every word in your heart. Breathing from your heart. As you inhale, you may say, I am. As you exhale, you may say, love. Repeat it until it clicks. It feels better. It resonates to your being. You may speak out loud, breathing from the heart, repeating like mantra. I am made in the image of God, and I have all the God qualities in me. God is love, so I am love. And love flows through me from every cell of my body, from my being into this existence. Breathe in and breathe out. Make it yours completely without any hesitation. Fantasize it to the extent you can. God is light, so I am light that shines in me, through me, all around me. Feel that light you carry as you walk, as you be. God is happiness, joy, and bliss. Feel it all together. The love, the light, vibrating, radiant, in happiness, in joy, in bliss, that I am. Flowing swiftly, dancing, dazzling. That movement of my hands, my legs, still centered into my being as God is peace and gentleness. So I am that peace, I am gentleness. I am that harmony that weaves everything together. God is abundance, so I am abundance. All in the creation is one with God, and I am one with God. So everything in this creation is for my use, and I receive it with love. Breathe in and breathe out for more space. And express that intelligence that you have experienced within you. God is all-knowing intelligence. And so I am. I am all-knowing intelligence. That seed is there. And the life is the tree to explore, to express that infinite potential. And God is perfection, perfect. And so I am. I am perfect, perfectly made in the image of God. With my perfect creation, with my perfect thoughts and action. Where I stand in the same space, all is perfect. And I see from my higher self, from my whole self, there's nothing to complain or nothing to regret. I just be that I am. Were these words coming from your head, your mind? Or was it emerging from your heart? Or what you said, how you said, you felt it in your heart. Identify this shift as a state, not as better or good or bad, but something changed. As your heart goes for I am unified, say it aloud, feel it, and ask your higher self with name to give you your signal. My dear higher self, name, please give me your signal now. Or maybe was it present before? Just thanks. Just say thanks for this signal. Is there any message that is coming to you? A word of appreciation, recognition, or assurance. Receive it with thanks and ask gently, my dear higher self, please give me the signal for uninvited influences. Anything that broke this stillness? Any cramps, twitches, pain, subtle sensation? Of irritations, heat, cold, goosebumps. Or of fearful thoughts lingering. Then repeat and clear the aura again with these loving, healing words. If you have not identified it yet, ask again. And just be centered, aware and alert. as you recognize them. Say these healing words by yourself. To each uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each made as love and light. And you are still love and light. Do not feel the pain. Don't feel afraid. I know a perfect place for each one of you to go. And I request my higher self, name, to take you there now. Each one of you, go in peace for your further journey to your perfect place. I set you free. I set you free. I set you free. And I close my aura to all except my higher self. And I send love and light to all the thought forms around me. Feel those bubble of thoughts disappearing into light, turning into its true self. And as you breathe, feel that love is going in and out with every breath. With no more fears, no more irritations. Just as you open and flowing. Fully aligned. To the unified field. And the more you feel this light, just let it radiate and reach to all comes to your thought. Now, or during this meditation or quiet period, practice. Fill entire corner of your home with this love and light. Every thought forms. Every physical things, they come to serve us. Thank this body, precious instrument or vehicle, for this experience on this planet Earth. Is more than just the flesh and blood. It's an instrument. It identifies signals or sensations. And let us thank our higher self for this gentle guidance and showing its presence with these signals. Now we are becoming able to use it. With our expanded awareness. Every moment, recognize the still state, the love state of the body, and any shift. There I know. I'm aware, I'm alert, more than before. To experience my true self. My higher self guides me, teaches me, nudges me. And I flow trusting life easily, effortlessly. Thank you, Babaji. And lots of love and light to you. For bringing us to love and light. Thank you, Roger, for presenting this to whole world. And we are getting benefited. Sending love and light to the future for all to join. to experience their divinity, their truth. Thank you. Thanks to each one of you for being here today as your higher self, as we connected here. Just feel that shift. That nature says thanks. Mother Earth says thanks. So come back to your body, feeling that same gratitude. Feel your hands, your legs, your seat, your room, your entire being here. That is vast, infinite, huge. Is taking experience in this tiny body, which is miraculous, magnificent creation of God. Take your time, feel this quietness inside. Breathe in deep, inhale and exhale from your heart to always be aware of it. And gently bring both your palms and put it over your closed eyes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Be in this silence for a minute. Allow yourself to write, note, express anything you like. And then take some sips of water and come back.
So let's hear Swastika ji now.
There's no words coming out of mouth.
Take your time. Express your experience and then you will start flowing. Were you aware throughout the quiet period?
Yeah, I was aware. And the most beautiful part that I realize now is that before, when there used to be fear of and thinking of uninvited influences, now what I know is I just affirm once I say to all the uninvited influences, I'm not afraid of you because I know that you are love and light and I am love and light. So there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not afraid of you. That's one. It even like once I clear the aura, then again some thoughts of fear come, especially of like thoughts of other people, of families, and then again I say, okay, I'm not afraid. I know you're there, but I'm not afraid because you're also love and light. So, and today in the during the day, the quiet practice I did by myself, when I was communicating with my higher self, it was saying, "Okay, you are great. Even if you do nothing, you are great." I was like, how can that be? How can I do nothing and I can be great? It's not comprehensible to me. Then it's okay. Like, you are great. Even if you do nothing, you are great. And then, okay, but I want to do this thing. Okay, do, but you are great. It was coming, and also even this time, the practice, I felt, because we are in the God qualities, so we don't have to do anything to be great. We are great just because we have the God qualities. I wanted to share my chapter reading, and there were many things that I found. So at first, when it, like in the chapter, we have you will learn how to help others. This for now, focus on yourself. Not that, like, I just forgot. There are times when you weren't yourself, that you weren't yourself. So I picked it up and I started writing. Okay, what were the times when I felt I wasn't myself? So it went back to 4 years ago. No, when I shouted at my parents, and there are so many things. So I wrote it down, and then it says, like, I pinpointed everything. Like, if I felt exhausted after full night's rest, I did, like, usually I do that. And did I feel like I'm not able to explain it. Whatever, like, I just tried. What I did was, to every question I tried to answer, when did I feel that way? And there were lots of things that came out. There was like, when certain things, yeah, I experienced this recently in this with this. So I tried to focus on the real experience, that I wasn't myself. Then there was like this, like, stress. It may not it may be stress that won't, and it says comma. It doesn't say and. It says comma. They are for their illusions, imaginations, something. So what I understood was, the stress, and stress means illusion, imagination. It is not like, stress is not real. It's just illusions of our imagination. So, and also it says it could be your imperfect thinking. So the illusion imagines has to be replaced by truth, and the imperfect thinking has to be healed. Like, so I started jumping off one imperfect thinking, and that came like, I always think I cannot do this. I'm in danger. It is all difficult. It is all, I've already made the mistake. And the perfect, like, the thinking would be, I cannot can be replaced by, I am perfect. I'm perfect thought, I'm perfect action, I'm perfect health. And the I'm in danger can be replaced. To heal it, we can replace it by higher self nudges me to a safe life. And it is all difficult would be replaced by, I'm all knowing intelligence. And I have already made mistake can be replaced by, there's no excuse any longer for to make mistake. Now stop it right there. Then it says, like, far too often is the stress and fearful thoughts of others that you are allowing to influence you. So if 1% is my own stress that I'm creating, like maybe 99% or 90% it is the stress and fearful thoughts of others. So these were two words, like stress and fearful thoughts of others that you are allowing to influence you. So my question was like, this is stress and fearful thoughts of others is like, they are also imperfect thinking of others, right? So if I start to allow them to influence me, I can no longer, I mean, I can correct my own thinking, imperfect thinking, but I can correct others' imperfect thinking. So better like stop them to influence you. It also emphasizes that how important is closing aura, so that because you cannot go be first, you allow it and you're clearing it, and that source is always there. The source that comes, the source of these thinkings are always there out there, and you cannot really go and clean that source because that is the imperfect thinking of others. So you have to like just stop it, influence that thing. And Babaji just says like, out of ignorance, like you have been allowing those influences to make your life miserable out of ignorance. It doesn't say out of your stupidity or anything, just like gently, out of your ignorance, you have been making your life miserable.
See, your
And
connection with Babaji is making you feel this clearly. So I wanted to add to that line where you're saying that the thoughts of others are there and I cannot change others, but the thoughts are there. And that is why this affirmation comes, that I send love and light to all the thought forms around me. Right? So
right,
this is the affirmation connecting to this part of it, understanding.
right. And also when you that word miserable, it says like, out of ignorance you have been allowing the influence of others to make, and that is making your life miserable. So miserable means like, it actually means you are giving your power to other people, right? So it just like clarifies that because you are not closing your aura, you're actually giving your power to other people, and that's why you're making your life miserable. And then it also says like, this influences, it creates a barrier that is higher and stronger. Like higher and stronger, these two words, like higher and stronger, that it means like we have to build that aura, like we have to continue our practice to close our aura, and every time we close our aura, we are actually making that battery smaller and weaker. So that was nice. And then it says, there were two words like, you must not just look at these influences with scorn, and they're also afraid and confused. So this afraid and confused is this afraid and confused is the word that I use to define myself. I'm afraid and I'm confused at this thing. So it felt like these all the uninvited influences are also like, they are just like me. Whatever I'm feeling, whatever I feel when I'm afraid and I'm confused, they are in the same state. So that made me feel like we are equal. I mean, I have to look them. It made me feel like we're on the same journey, kind of. And it was like a mirror. I mean, those uninvited influences are actually our mirrors. Like whatever we're feeling, they are just projecting it. An afraid and confusing thing. So there's no way that I want to be scared. I don't want to be scared of myself in the mirror, right? So if the uninvited influence are coming to me, I don't want to be afraid of them. I want to look at them with love. And yeah, and it was and it felt like, I think Babaji was very subtly saying, okay, don't be afraid of your confusion and your fears. When it comes, like, don't be afraid of it. And also, yeah, it says like, they are the energies which refused help to direct them to a perfect place, right? So we are the same right now, like we are joined in unified, and we still don't, if we don't still practice it, don't still conform it, we are being the same kind of energies, like not trying to uh, come out of the, not trying to receive help, and just being in this state of fear and confusion, and from this state we are being an uninvited influence for other people in our life. Like I felt, if we don't take help of unified now, if we don't take help of the practice right now, then we are going to be uninvited influence on other people. Hmm. So I mean,
What
unified
happens
is
when
not.
we remember any guru and we ask, oh, I don't know what's happening, so bad thing happened to me. And see, my
Hmm.
dear guru, you are not helping me for any, you're not making things better for me or anything like that. What happens then? We send all these thoughts somewhere.
Right. So I feel like these uninvited influences were actually projecting us, though it says it differences between that and me, but actually it is just me. Like if I don't take help, I'm going to be an influence to other people in my life. So I have to start taking this, taking responsibility of myself seriously. And then it says like healing words. When it doesn't say cleaning aura words, it says cleansing words, it says healing words. So these words are actually very healing, and it heals our imperfect thinking. It heals our illusion imaginations. And there was also next thing that I noticed. It says quiet periods. It doesn't say quiet periods. So Babaji wants us to practice quiet periods in our like day-to-day life, not just one period is enough. And what I felt was for this practice, it is so important. Like it emphasizes on unifying with God qualities. And that is because we have to constantly send love. We have to constantly correct our imperfect thinking. So the God qualities, God is love and I am love. And God is all knowing intelligence, I am all knowing intelligence makes more sense because now I have to use it. So unifying with God qualities is also important. And like in our workbook, I think we have missed this communication with higher self point that is there in the book. It's after we clean our aura at first, and then we have to unify with God qualities, and then we communicate with our higher self, like the way we did last week, and then we move into receiving signals of the uninvited
So
influence.
the communication with higher self is not exactly like week 4. It is
Mm,
just like receiving the signal, and you just be aware you might get some thought. Just like I guided today, and
okay.
I think Nehaji also guided
Mm,
yesterday. But it is only the communication part is only the receiving and acknowledging the signal. That is the communication here. And that you will continue in the later practices also.
mm. And one interesting thing I found was um, there about the thought forms. It says negativity, fear, worry, concern, anger, right? And it says like these are feeding you the problems. So it's not the problem that is creating this fears, worries, anxieties, but it's actually the negativity, fear, worry, concern that is actually giving a rise to the problem. So switch in the mindset that if I take care of these worries, fears, concern, anger, then I think the problems are not there at all. So that was nice. And then it says, like, don't let your guard down at all. And I mean, this is the I think main important thing. Like, don't let your guard down. And it says when your life changes, when it says that you might feel this foreign notion of clearing order, but when your life changes, it doesn't say if your life changes, it says when your life changes. So life is gonna change. There's not like if or not. Like when your life changes, you're gonna feel these are all fine. Yeah,
Just saying, go by
that is
your
it.
own experience.
That's it. That's what I noted down.
Excellent. You are studying the chapter the way it is meant to be studied.
But I just couldn't do it today. I mean, I was not able to do it yesterday and day before yesterday. I wasn't in that state. Today, uh, that's good.
That is why they ask us to do it every day for 7 days, because one of the days it's going to be in this.
3 days, and
Hmm.
mostly 3 days are very good timing to integrate. So
Yeah.
you will be able to connect. And when I read many times, I feel like I said yesterday, I was stuck with that one line, that take your burden off now. You are not to blame to be. Do not recognize yourself with that lower self and that victim. So take, like, it was opening and opening with life experiences, and it's through your experience to remember. Definitely you have your own part, but that comes with time, and there will be many chapters based on it. So just relax with this, let yourself be, feel
I think Preeti ji lost her connection. Good. So, is there anything more you want to share?
No,
No.
that
Okay.
is
Okay. Good. So let's now listen to Jasmeet ji. Thank you. Thank you, Swastika.
Abdulvandan, Felici, Preeti ji, and all the masters. Good evening to you. I have two questions. One of my question is, can our own family member, matlab, we are staying in a home or we visit like your father, your mother, your husband, or your children, can they be and they're living, can they be an uninvited influence to you?
Yes. Can they are. Certainly. It's not a possibility. It is certain.
So basically, uninvited influence is something which is which disturbs your mental peace and
No,
your
no,
aura
no.
or something.
Uninvited is the one that you did not invite. So you are unconsciously accepting thoughts that don't belong to you. You did not invite. Just because they are in your vicinity, you are accepting their thoughts unknowingly. This is a very important aspect of this whole chapter. So we have learned to close the aura, clean the aura, close the aura. We think that's it, done. No. After you close the aura, you got to keep it closed. And that is where the challenge of life comes.
So like when my mother is disturbed and she's upset and I'm in the house, so I also get upset. I mean, it's normal for me to get upset.
That you think, that's what has become your normal.
Yes.
Right? And that normal we have to change. There's no need. Just imagine if everybody in the house becomes impacted by the same thought, who is going to come and get them out of it? You understand?
Not same, but yes, equal to, or
somebody, So there needs to be somebody outside that situation who can help them solve and come out. This is the importance of keeping yourself protected, keeping yourself insulated from impact or the influence.
So like, I give you example of my mother. Suppose my husband gets angry for some, not with me, or some X reason in the house somewhere. So I am quiet. I'm cool. I am like trying to, sort of, I don't speak. Suppose I don't speak and I just say calm and cool. Automatically, he will also eventually. But for a moment or for some time, it does affect you. How does that, how will that situation come that you will be, you close your aura to such an extent that you will not be affected?
Yes, that we will reach that situation by the week 24. So just be assured that we are going to be there. Right now, we are just learning step. One step is that, okay, now I realize there is an impact. I am feeding on somebody else's thoughts. Let me stop that feed. First thing is stop the feed, clean, then clean, and keep it stopped. The only thing you will be doing is last line of our aura cleaning and closing procedure. Send love it light to all thought forms. So come to a state of love right away. That will keep you calm and quiet is what you were using the word, right? That will keep you in your heart. Send love and light. Right away get into that state of heart-centeredness. As soon as you notice, clean, close, send love and light to all thought forms right away and get into that state. That will keep you in that mode. Right? That this whole procedure is very scientifically created. I have found that this absolutely all the loopholes have been plugged. Right? So for us, we don't really need to go into the lab to investigate anything. It is ready-made solution available. Keep using it. That's all we have to do.
For
That's how
any
easy.
family matter or family trouble, what I have experienced has worked is definitely one thing that you are doing, cleaning and closing the aura, sending love and light to the thought forms, but separately from apart from that, your quiet period where you are sending love, you're feeling love, you're cleaning your aura, doing all that process. And every week, starting from week 2, we are doing that, right? Sending love and light to everything in your home, every corner. So I bedtime every day at bedtime, I do that, sending love and light to every corner, every person, every thought form, in not in my aura, the whole entire home. The practice that we do every time during our meditation, that I do. And then I feel next day is breeze. If I miss a day, I do see disturbance, and then I start bringing my awareness to send love and light to thought form throughout the day. And one person is infected, it will affect other person, and because they are not aware, there's a big chaos, and there's then a lot of work has to be done who is aware. And it takes only awareness and consistent practice.
Correct.
I relate this so much. It is
Yes.
And
so
also
beautiful, I can't tell you.
so, because when you listen to your mom, you may get influenced that time, but when you are separate from her, you see that she is perfectly living the experience she has created for herself, and that only trust in you will help you close your aura all the time.
And also, when you keep yourself in that mode, you will influence their thoughts from perspective of the love. Your perspective is love, right? So you are also an influence on others as well. So
Yes, yes.
what kind of influence you want to create for them? Something that will help them heal, right? And
If
so
she's
our
agitated, I
being,
am also agitated, then it is itself like
that is a negative loop. You create a positive loop now, right? They are always used to getting influenced, right? They are used to getting influenced like you were. But now you are awake, you know, now you create that within you which will influence others. As simple as that. And it 100% works all the time. And what Preeti just suggested, we will be doing it more and more later on during chapters, but at the same time, just this is a very common sense thing. Send love and light to everything in your house, every corner of the house, all objects, all people, all situations, everything. Right? What it does is basically raise the energy. We are all the time in an energy field. Right? So you are raising the vibration of that energy field. As easy and simple. There is nothing really, no magic to be done. Just intention. Our thoughts
you
will.
know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
Yeah.
go ahead,
Yeah,
go
you
ahead.
said you continue. What I'm telling you, Sariji, that maybe unified is a step ahead of what I was doing with some other understanding. I was doing a lot of affirmations before I joined the program. So I would, during my meditation period or after my whatever rituals I used to do, I used to affirm few things. Mera ghar swarg hai. If somebody gets angry or speaks a little loudly, I would say ki, with their name, okay, iska kalyan ho. Basically that would prevent me from reacting to the situation. But now when I understand the way this book and you all teach, so I understand it's like an extension and reinforcement and a better way of dealing with a situation. And only thing what you need is consistency, because
Yes.
sometimes you forget, situation comes and you forget, oh, you had to do this, and then suddenly you realize, oh, I did this, so I was better, and I just forgot, or maybe I got delayed in doing all these
Yes.
affirmations.
But the situation that you forget to do things, or you see, you will find a pattern. Every time the same situation will appear. Not note that situation, or the things that triggers you. It will help you later. Initially, Shailesh was always asking to check your thoughts before you are going to clear your aura. I see him becoming very gentle on that part, because as a beginner, sometimes it is difficult. And I used to tell him, let them work as the flow is, ask everybody to just like the chapter says, just do the practice and see the change. Use your head later. And ultimately, all-knowing intelligence will tell you what happened. But for now, just diligently become aware, do the practice. Many times you will see you are missing, but many times it will be a time of greater learning. And the higher self, it's a higher self job to take you through the lessons also, right? So all the experiences will not be like a golden experience. It could be a difficult experience, but that will be for good, for you to change, from within. So
Yeah.
the whole 6-month journey is definitely a consistent practice every day, and it has tied the bedtime, daytime, and quiet period practices. So that is how the activity workbook has come. And how much ever you do from your end, it is just taking your awareness to the next level, and it has done its job.
It's
And
very beautiful. Very, very
together
beautiful.
with consistent practice, I will add two things.
Yes,
One
definitely.
is that together with consistent practice, what more you need? Patience.
Yes.
You need to be patient with yourself only. I am doing what is necessary for me to do. I am doing it, and be in the process rather than why things are not changing. That is, we are getting into the result part of it, which is future. So
No, believe me,
having
I'm not thinking of the results and why I'm not, because I know I am 60 years old, 60 plus. If I have few habits, it's not going to change overnight. The
this
few
is a
patterns are not
miracle.
going
This is really a miracle.
to
You should have been 18 only. Why 60 plus? No, no problem.
So
Just don't worry
only
about it.
my yeah, my
Our if
only wish is that I wish I had been introduced with these kind of practices much earlier in my life. My life would have been much, much more
नहीं
beautiful. Of
नहीं
course,
नहीं
now
होता.
also with God's grace,
No.
it's very nice.
If it was
I can
introduced earlier in your life, it would not have impacted you.
tell you,
And
I
I
joined
can,
the course.
it might have definitely come to you in some way, shape, or form, but you were not ready for it at that time.
Very true.
I joined the course in 2021, and I left it in, I think, 7 weeks, less than 7 weeks. And the only thing I learned was aura cleaning. Centering in the heart, I can't say, because already the weeks had passed, and it was very difficult for me. But then it was only 6 months of meditation experience also, where also I was reading so many books and learning from, interesting autobiographies of many masters and many other books. So I was enjoying that. And also the timing was not perfect for me to practice, but also I was not driven to do the practices in daytime, because the book was not there, and many other resources that we have that is inviting, like the song and little things that we have created, was not there. So it was definitely taking my awareness. I wanted to do it, but I couldn't.
So
Good.
my second question is that if there is a constant pain in the body, say for example, I have my knee because of my right knee being osteoarthritic. So my scientific part of my mind says that this constant ache and pain is because of osteoarthritis, and because of some activities I indulge into it,
Mm,
I stop them because it will
mm,
unnecessary,
mm,
give more
mm,
damage my knee more. So
mm.
this constant pain or some kind this pain, is it again a form of a, or reminding me like a some uninvited influence in my body, which is like drawing my attention, which wants me
It,
to draw attention that else
it
is wrong and
so
maybe this is the cause of.
mm, there are two things associated here. One is the medical part of it, the science part of it, which you are aware of, right? You know. Then there is the next part is your experience of that condition. You are experiencing it as pain right now. You have come to the conclusion in your head that whenever this medical condition happens, pain has to be experienced. Right? That connection will need to be broken. Pain is my choice. If I want, I can experience pain. If I don't want, I will not experience pain. I am telling you from my real life experience. You understand? You probably, through your career, you may have seen amputees. But you cannot understand the pain an amputee has. I am an amputee. But you will
Yeah, the
not.
phantom pains. Yeah.
Phantom pain is just a word in your head, but you don't know what it is. I experienced that condition constantly for the last 44 years. But I am not in pain. You understand what I'm talking about? This
Yes.
is the
Yeah.
association. It's in the mind. We associate discomfort with physicality. We are connected with the body. That's how we have seen. Our experience confirms it. Whenever there is a cut, I feel pain. Right? So I have associated, that connection has been established in my experience. But start now that you begin to understand that I am not even this body. This body is only a place where I am. So if the body is going through some experience, some condition, it doesn't belong to me. Just because of my connection there, I can feel the pulse. And it's
So
up to
what do you do
me.
with that feeling? What do you do with that feeling?
Change the, yeah. So this is what we will learn in chapter 14. You will learn this. In chapter 14, we will learn how to achieve a perfect health. And
Right. I
that
do give
perfect,
send love and light to my knee day and night.
but so far, your sending love and light is a mechanical format, just like a mechanical response. Like you say, something happened, and you say, oh, I'm sorry. It's a mechanical response. It really contains nothing. Okay. But when you begin to actually feel that love for your knee, you will see the magic happen. Uh, and then, because of your education of medical science,
That
you
hinders a lot.
know that no, it's not bad. It's very good. You understand the mechanics of the condition. Fantastic. Very good. Now, understand, why did that osteoarthritis come?
My scientific mind says it's an aging phenomena. As you age, the cartilage
There.
degenerates, the space reduces.
Exactly. But not all old people have it,
My right
right?
left knee does not have it. Only my right knee has it.
So you have that also. So you need to relate it. No, that funda is not correct. You got to analyze from your own experience. When you apply in your knowledge system, you begin to see that, oh, this is an incorrect assumption. Drop the assumption. Not all old people have that, and my own body is giving me an example of that. So there must be something that I have stored there. For storing that information, that whatever that is, my bones are creating space. Bones are making room for storage of something. Now, go and investigate that one. You will know by chapter 14, get prepared for it. And in chapter 14, you can work on that aspect of it. But once again, we will be studying more and more about the understanding of what that perfect means, right?
So tell me, initially when you were not on Unified, you used to not feel that pain in
I
the
have never,
amputated part or
right in the beginning, because it was a new condition, definitely I felt it. But my makeup, right from my early days in my life, I think that's how I had programmed my life. My attitude towards life was of happiness. Even when I was very small, I was the only child that my grandfather will pick up in his hands. He never touched children. I was the only one who was allowed to be on his bed. And he always said one thing: this is a happy child. That's all. I remember only from him only very little bit, because then he passed on. So he said that this is a happy child, and that I have never forgotten. I have always been a happy child. I Most of the time you will see me laughing only, happy. Why? Because I choose happiness. Situations will always be there, right? But I can cry or I can be happy. Situation will not change. It is still there. Choice is mine. I am driving, right? And on the way, my car has a flat tire. I can do two, three different things, right? At that time, one is solve the problem, find somebody to replace it, or do it by myself. That is one thing. But in addition to that, I can feel angry. Why at this time it had to happen? All that mechanism. Or I can say, well, fantastic. There must be something good about getting delayed in reaching that place. Let me take my time, be relaxed, be in good mind. Let's be happy. Look at it. When I look at my flat tire, I can actually feel, oh, this guy's ego has deflated. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Understand how you can view the situation is different. That's what makes the experience.
So this was also one of my affirmations. जो हुआ अच्छा हुआ, जो हो रहा है अच्छा है, जो होगा वो भी
हाँ
अच्छे के लिए. That
हाँ,
is
बट
one of my
अभी
affirmations.
अभी उसको एक्सपीरियंस में लाना है. एफर्मेशन तो हो गया, बट
True,
नाउ
true. You have to connect it with your real day-to-day life.
reality, exactly. And if you sit back and look at your life, you will be able to connect it. It has already been that way.
True.
Also, from
So,
your awareness from pain to worries,
Hmm.
take your awareness to gratitude, care, and appreciation that you have. You will see tremendous shift in that experience of pain.
Hmm.
But
Preeti ji,
also,
I'm
hmm,
already for past 7-8 years, every day it's my habit to journal 3 gratitude statements, and I am a very different person than what I was. Matlab, you can
Hmm.
say I feel like transformed, totally
Ah.
transformed. And now when I ask you these personal, they are, I mean, I hope the group doesn't get disturbed, because why I ask you these personal questions, because I'm trying to integrate it into my life and trying to become
that's
much
the
better. And
purpose. Mhm.
not
Hmm.
only myself, because if I improve, the situation around me improves.
Hmm.
That's the only thing I can do. I can work on only myself, not the surroundings or the others.
Exactly. So there
But
is
also,
one thing I am waiting for from you. I will not tell you. There is one thing I
Okay.
am waiting, and I am very much aware of that. I am waiting for that to happen naturally. That will tell me that real shift has happened.
All right.
हाँ,
Hope it
आपका
comes.
journaling also.
आपका इंडिकेटर है मेरे पास में. Yeah,
Sorry, so what did you say? Aapka?
indicator, your indicator, that
Okay, okay.
gauge. I have it.
Got
I
got
can
it,
see
got
आपका needle किधर है.
it. ठीक है, पक्का I'm sure होगा.
Yes,
I will be
I
using
am
that
also
way.
very certain, and that
Yes.
will tell me.
So this body pain and all this awareness, right? We practiced 24 days of meditation before unified practices. So in
Yes.
that, there were special sessions based on it, so that, superficial anything that comes, we can clean it up, because that is what we are going to practice again in week 14. That will be only 1 week practice, but we started initially a little bit. Even the body scan, body awareness
Yes.
meditation, that short meditation, it asks to see the pain as it is, without judging, without taking, running away or resisting. Just let it be where it is, accepting of it and all that. So that you can integrate from now, in your quiet period practice, or as you are done with your quiet period practice, you can extend your stay in that clear aura, cleaned aura, and just be there, doing that, continuing that. So more of the, as you said, right, next week it will start with more of our own thought correction, how we created our world so miserable, and we will start working on them one by one, and that will help us heal a lot of things.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Yes, Anuji.
Yeah. So greetings to Shailesh sir, greetings to Preeti ma'am and all the loving masters. I want to share not a little experience or maybe a little from my end. Yesterday, when I was not yesterday, before yesterday, when I was trying to do the meditation and trying to get the universal truth, during my meditation, like these thoughts do not come, but then these thoughts came to me. Like I wrote it down later. It came like, you are love, my love, you are all pervading. Love is pure, love is magic. Then yesterday when I was doing it, it came to me like this thought came like, love is bliss, love is to surrender, love is forgiveness, love is you. And also like, don't worry, I'm here, everything is love. And today also when I was like, when Preeti ma'am was doing the meditation, just a thought came, love is peace, love is becoming. So I was thinking everything is coming, all love, everything around love. I was thinking, why love? And is it really, is it my mind which is just like creating these thoughts, or is it the real? Am I really getting these messages from the universe? I mean, from my higher self, or is it just my mind trying to build up these messages and then bringing it to me? Because when I just sit back and I was trying to, because today when Preeti ma'am was like doing the meditation, I just that thought towards the last came that love is peace, love is becoming, and I just googled and just checked like what is love is becoming. And then I realized these thoughts do not come when I'm like in my conscious self and all. So, and everything around love. So I just want to um,
Just
understand.
print it and post it on your wall and just say
Ah.
thanks to your higher self, because these lines you will read in chapter 11 or 12 somewhere.
Mhm. Also, this has a relationship with your current state. Why is this coming to you at this time is what you need to investigate now. Right?
Because
First, don't get into that entanglement of, oh, whether it's created by mind or not. If it is a universal truth, it is coming from your higher self. Be sure of that. Right? And higher self uses the mind only to reach you through thoughts only. So mind is a medium. That's why we are learning to distinguish between what's coming from higher self and what's not. That distinction is in the form of universal truth right now. Later on, it will change. Right now, anything that looks like universal truth is coming from there. And the one that is, because there is plenty of universal truth that could come. Why only this is coming at? Because it has relevance to your current scenario. Okay, so just think about it. Okay, in my current scenario, what is it that I need to bring about in terms of changing my attitude and changing my actions? Two things. That's what the chapter says. Relate that universal truth to your current situation and look at what change can I bring either in my attitude or in my actions. That's the simple thing we have to do. Don't go too much into analysis right now. And it will become obvious to you the moment you bring your awareness to it. It will become very obvious. Oh, okay. Now I understand why it is coming now.
Okay. And also this came like, don't worry, I'm here, everything is love. So and also Shailesh sir, Preeti ma'am, I'm a like maybe I'm looking more for love. And that's where I tend to give more. And I'm a people pleaser and I tend to give over give. Like Whenever it's not even asked, I try to give more so that people will be happy and all. Maybe that's what I'm looking for from people, and that's why all these love things are coming. I was just doing some post analysis that why everything around love, because that's what I'm seeking more from around my environment, from others, and I tend to give more and overgive.
So
If you
you
appreciate me,
do.
I will appreciate you. That's natural. If I tell good things about you, you
that
will tell
is
good thing about me.
Yeah, that's a trading. That's a reciprocation trading. But also understand that everyone else is in the same state. Never forget that. They are under influences. They don't know how to clean and remain tidy. Also, they are also empty from love. They have no love in them. Their state is not of love. So they are begging love just like you are. Everyone is begging. Who will give then? All of them are beggars. Who is going to give? Just think about it. Beggar is begging from each other. There is nothing to give there. So first of all, you have to have it to give, right? This is the contradiction within you. You think you are pleasing others by giving love, actually not, because you yourself are looking for it. You don't have it. So how are you able to give? Think about this thing. So this realization should bring you back in. Others don't exist. It's me who needs to become love. This is the message, becoming. I have to first become love. That once you become love, then you have abundance of it. You give as much as you want. You will not even have to give, it will spill out automatically. And people will come running because they are all empty. They will want to fill up their bags from the love that you exude.
You never know the people are around you because of that. You are
Mm.
pouring. You do not know. And now you have your higher self connection. You will receive that love from your higher self. So you will be filled with love very soon. All your wounds will be healed from that inner guidance, these kind of messages you are receiving. And now you have started thinking why it has come and how it is working or how it is fitting in my life. And the best, what the best message you got, that is from Unified, that love is forgiveness. So that will help you heal much more. And by week 9, you'll be in much better state where you are today. So just allow yourself to see the world, and also allow yourself to integrate the change that you are going through. Don't see from the old personality what you were, because for me it took long time. I was shifting from within, but I was still bringing my old self again. So in one of the sessions, she mentioned on this 6 bullet points. He also said that I got this extra line today, that I set you free. So that I repeated 3 times, and because we are habituated to be in that state, we are habituated to be in that influence, so we do not let it go. We feel it's natural, it's normal to us. Even sometimes I feel aura cleaning is I'm getting lazy, or I defend my own situation to be like that. I be adamant and I don't want to do it. I want to experience it, and that is good. We are not here to suppress any of our emotions. But being in awareness will tell you that, okay, what you are suppressing, and then you clean the aura. You go through the experience and you do it 4 times, you know exactly the patterns you are in. So setting free these uninvited influences is a very key for a beginners. All these aura cleaning affirmation, it is just for beginners. The more you get it once, the more it works through your intention. The higher self is just sending love and light, and it's like transmuting those dark, fearful energies into love and light. So that is what will bring lightness to you, and that fully blossom to you in life.
And also remember what has been taught to us in this book since the beginning. You already are. You are abundant love. You are love already, but you do not accept it. You do not live that way. And what we are learning here is only that. How do I shift myself and recognize my true self? And which is becoming love. That is the truth. So you got the right message. You also now understand that I am abundant love. I don't need it from anybody. I am myself abundance. I am love. Right? When I
Feel
am
that
total.
gentle pulsation, that is love, nothing else. All that is man-made human creation. Love should be speaking softly, gently. Let your heart speak. It will be soft and gentle. Even in that anger, you will see that compassion speaking out, scolding your son, but not to kill him. That is out of love. So that you can see through all your expression that you say, I am love. Even in my anger, you say, I am love. And that feeling of gentle pulsation doesn't go away. It stays with you as you uh, feeling light.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when that sentence came that you are love, my love, I said, Where did that come from?" And I immediately wrote it down after that. Like, I never thought that way. That you said, You are love, you're all pervading. I was like, Where is this coming from? I never think this way. Then I wrote it down. It's like, and then he said, Love is magic, love is
Yes.
bliss, all around love. Like,
True miracle is done through only love. But the love is so-called unknown, and it can only be experienced the way we are learning. Uh,
The other important thing that you sometimes somebody may have this question also, that when this is all we were supposed to be, why do our scriptures not really push this thing? Why it has taken so many hundreds of years for us to come and speak about it openly? Because we were not ready. We were
Even
not
I still
ready.
have this question.
Just think about it, like when I was a young man, if I could openly go and tell somebody I love you, they would say, put me behind so many juta. I would be getting beaten up, right? Today, anybody says that to anybody. Why? There is a shift. Now we are beginning to understand, becoming rather more open to the word love, so that we can have the correct understanding of what that is. And that understanding will not change till one experiences it. Right? So we are doing that only. This is the purpose of this entire course, is to learn the correct understanding of what love is actually. Problem that everybody has been having is, I can't feel my heart space. Because they have no idea what love is. This is the
Because if you
problem.
don't feel the heart space, you cannot understand love or live love. All that man-made expression will be burdened on us, but it's
All
not.
man, but all the man-made thing is not wrong. It is
I agree.
a very small portion of what the love in
Mhm.
reality is.
We have
Right? So
a chapter on.
mind cannot understand that big thing. So it divides it into small parts. To understand that aspect of it, this aspect of it, this aspect. And when you begin to understand that totality is love only, then how much can mind understand? In how many forms can you understand love? Right now, we have experienced that tiny bit of love from human aspect only. Then there is aspect of animals, there is aspect of trees, there is aspect of plants, the birds, the fishes, everything around you. And then the non-living things. So many forms of love exist around me. Okay? We will do it in part 3. We will do it. So that's the totality of love. And mind cannot comprehend it. Simple. So
But these little experience, what we are going through, will give you the eyes to see love in everything and everyone. That is the ultimate purpose of this. And week, by part 2, I think we'll be ready to be in that state. But until that, we have to work a lot next 2 weeks or at least 3 weeks. Be ready, work hard. It will be the toughest of all the entire 24 weeks. Just know
okay.
that toughest of all the entire 24 weeks. So next week practice we may extend to double practice
If necessary.
if necessary.
I always use disclaimers.
I
Chalo, good.
already said that we may. So
Good.
I
So,
know that, we have started strong and we have been building upon it, but definitely everybody has their own schedule and sometimes we go back and forth and we need some extra time for ourselves. But definitely next chapter will be a big turning and big shift you will see in your voice, in your presence. The more truly you practice it, the more
good.
truly you'll see the results.
Thank you, Preeti ma'am. Thank you, Shailesh sir. I have one more question. This is around the meditation which I had it. I was doing the practice yesterday night, but then like towards the end of the meditation, uh, I felt very restless and I couldn't sit through the little. I was like listening to the short practice of the meditation, and I was going through it. But towards the end of the meditation, I couldn't sit through it. I do not know. Later, I had to come out of it. Probably I was under the uninvited influence, or I didn't. Do I have to continuously do that cleaning during the meditation? Because at the end, I really was feeling so unrest with myself. I was not able to sit, so I had to like kind of come out of it.
So the practice this week is primarily focused on receiving a signal.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you are doing in the practice. We are not doing meditation. First thing, that's why we don't call it meditation. Because the moment you hear the word meditation, you think, oh, okay, I have to go and do it. There's a pattern that we have. This is not meditation. We are doing a different practice each time. So this week, our practice is only aimed at, the objective is to receive a signal. Once signal is there, done.
No, she's asking, I'm getting this fear. So
Yeah, unrest. There was unrest, and I was
That
couldn't sit
restlessness,
through. Yeah.
so don't connect restlessness with the meditation.
Mm-hmm.
They are two different things. Okay. Restlessness is something that you got to work on. That's what we have the tool now. Keep doing till such time it goes away. That's one thing. Second thing is, if you want to do the practice, the more recommended time is the morning, first thing in the morning. And the reason, this is exactly the reason why, if you are in that state of restlessness for any reason, your sleep is going to be disturbed. Doing it in the morning helps you, because after that, even though you have restlessness, you get busy with your routine. You get into the day and then you overcome that. Right? So if you do it in the morning, you are actually preparing yourself for the day. And it's much easier to do it in the morning. You will find it by experience, you will know it. So for me personally, this is what I did. I was always crying for time in my life. Oh, I have no time, I have no time, I have no. And meditation, no time. So I think in some session somewhere, working with, I have worked with many people. So somewhere I learned this technique that, well, okay, meditation the true meditation practice, if you're doing, it compensates for 2 hours of sleep if you do meditation for 20 minutes. Proper meditation for 20 minutes compensates for 2 hours of sleep. So I said, okay, let me trade it. I will wake up half an hour earlier and do my meditation. That half an hour that I have sacrificed from my sleep will take care of 2 hours of rest for me. Why not? So I started waking up half an hour earlier than my routine.
Mhm.
And that's how I embedded meditation as part of my life. That is the practice I started doing at that time. So, of course, it was early days of my learning meditation. This is like 2010, something like that, almost 16 years ago. So, if you have time constraints, set your alarm for half an hour earlier. Do the practice in the morning. You will find your at night the bedtime practice is all that is recommended. Okay, you can try it, just experiment and you will know the answer.
But what's the point? I mean, if you are getting restless, if you are getting those uninvited signal even after your quiet period, just clean your aura. And you have no, you don't have to get tired. You know that as a beginner, I have to just do it endlessly. So we have that little short video and all that. Keep doing it. And particularly this week is to identify that, to become aware of it, where you are losing your peace. Is it your own thoughts? Sometimes when you clean the aura, nothing happens. 5 times you did, 10 times you did, still you're getting that kind of like consistent pain, Jasmeet just shared. So you know that this part of you, right? So, but anything external, you just, even the first chapter says, even in your quiet period practice, if you feel fearful, you may lie down for some time. So these are just simple guidance and follow it. That's like a simple layman term.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Shalini.
Thank you.
Enjoy your journey.
Thank you. Yes, I did.
Abhimandan, Pritiji and Shailesh and Masters. Yesterday I learned a very hard way that all these uninvited influences are not from the outside aspect. It is our perception of things, persons, and events. It said, how can you do that? Because then if you say the source is outside, that means it's not divine. And if you are made in the image of the Lord, and everything else is also made in the image of the Lord. So how can you say that, then it is coming from there, it is on divine? It's not possible. So your perception is your uninvited influences. And then, that was really, it was just like a slap on me. So the thing is that, okay, so why it is coming? Why this perception is coming? Because when I add anything to I am angry, I am jealous, I am upset. The moment I go on adding this, they are my uninvited influences. Only I am is divine. That is my higher self. So, this shifting you have to see, can I add anything to I am? The moment I am adding anything to I am, I'm inviting an uninvited influencer to me. You agree with me?
There are many concepts, and one of that, I think I shared that also, that little waves, the two waves merge and they become a bigger wave and they take form, right? So that's how your one little thought about some kind of jealousy or judgment or anything like that, and you have invited something like that. It's
Correct.
like a very scientific definition of how you pull or attract those uninvited influences. The other one is, if you understand the sensation part, if you are clear with the sensation, you're sitting by yourself and then you're thinking about others and your body sensations are changing. What would you call it?
Yeah.
Chapter number 2 says that everything is made of love and you are connected, that love is the connector. One says that you feel that heart, God's pulsation, and then you connect with anyone with the same love. But that anyone could be a lost in the image of God, definitely 100%, but living in fear for that moment. You have attracted it. Now what? It's like a bulb is glowing, is on, is lit, and one insect came, one fly came to it. It covered the area, then another comes, and another comes, and you totally dim the light. And that is how we lived our life for so many years, and we did not recognize. Did we invite the flies? By nature, it's coming.
Yeah, of course. Because this is how, so we have to be very alert in the sense that the tree is there outside my window. If I see an, ghost in there because of particular way the shade is coming, I am just creating it. And so the layers of our thinking, our perceptions of the world is so flawed that is actually covering up the whole thing of us. So I'm actually throwing it out, but when I'm cleaning my aura, actually I'm throwing my perceptions of this world.
Mhm.
Because whenever we look through our sense organs and mind has a habit of, particularizing it. It's like, I like it, I don't like it. And also another thing is mind cannot think of anything if it has not experienced earlier. It cannot think. That means whatever is happening now, whatever thought is coming, I must have experienced something, and that my earlier response is imprinted there. And from there it is coming. That means I am carrying this baggage, not of this life, but earlier lives also.
It's your perception, your thought.
Yes, because this is how I have taken it. Because anything you look at it. So why, when we go to a place to visit, new place you are going, say Niagara Fall, I go for the first time. So everything looks beautiful there. Because when they go to the second time, I will remember, oh, this restaurant I went for a coffee, it was cold. Outside cold, the coffee came cold. So now I associated that this restaurant is not good. So when I go second time, I have already imprinted where it's good, which is bad. But the first time, everything is beautiful. It's God's creation. Everything is neutral.
You're connecting it very well.
So we have to, one is okay, definitely this, we have to clean it. At another time also, we have to understand it. This is my flawed perceptions are there. Can I give doubt, benefit of doubt to the others? They are not so bad. It is how perhaps I am looked at it. This is one way of, I think this is another way of looking at it. Another way, I will give another example, but so let's take the case of like Ravana. He's a, bad person. It has been depicted, Asura. From whose perspective? From whose perspective he's a bad person? He is also created by the law, by the divine. Also, Lord Rama was created by same divine. And he was such a good, what you can call, sadhaka, that he was called to inaugurate that bridge. of Ramasetu. He knows this person is going to come and he is going to kill me. But he has that goodness, he has that ability to do the puja, and he has the goodness that, okay, I have this good, whatever the thing I have learned, that it should be utilized by even my enemy also. And if at all he had developed some weakness, he is suffering. And he was a good person and he did something wrong, he was suffering, and then afterwards he is liberated also. That means we should have empathy for the person who may appear suffering, who may be shouting at us, who may be, causing me pain, that he is also suffering. Because he is made in the image of the God. He should be God. And
But has forgotten his
Sorry?
truth.
Yes. Yeah, he has forgotten. So you should have empathy. That's what I'm saying, Pritiji.
What you are saying, empathy would be like God qualities as compassion to that. And that is what the book says, how you want to be looked at when you are in that
Yeah.
situation.
I would still remove the word should there.
Oh, sorry.
The behavior of Ravan, for example, is an outcome of his state.
Of course.
We are looking at that behavior. We don't know his state. We are looking only at the behavior, and we associate it with a quality of that we should nurture. We should, right? There the should comes. Now, in the process, what the harm that we do to ourselves is that we forget about the source. Where is it coming from? We don't work on the real source. If we work on that one, there is so much more that will come automatically anyway. Right? So this is the trap we get into. I always, whenever let's say uninvited influence, for example, forget Ravana. Uninvited influence, I don't even know. Right? But it is transferring its fears to me. It's irritation, it's fatigue, all such of those things which I do not want. Right? It is transferring it to me through my thought.
Correct.
Then what I can do is I can prevent that from happening, not worrying about who that is, where is he coming from, all that is not necessary, because now I still know that this is also a creation of God. This is also an image of God. What best can I do for this? Right? This is a guest who has arrived. I don't want to get influenced by the guest, but still, as a guest, I just offer love and light.
Correct. Yeah.
Right? With love and light, I honor the guest and say, you can go back to where you are meant to go. Continue your journey.
So listen, this is what maybe that is a subtle difference. What I'm trying to express is that whatever the feelings is coming, I'm not saying that he or she or whoever has caused it is immaterial. But it is caused me in me. I'm not taking the source unidentified influencer outside. It is my own thoughts and perceptions.
I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah. That is a subtle difference I'm trying to make. Maybe
let me again clarify that. So the difference is in shifting awareness. Right? Awareness needs to come to me. That's all what you are saying is, my awareness should go back into me to see, okay, why am I influenced? Right?
Yeah, no, even one more step ahead from there is so that outside world is not the source of unidentified influencer. It is my perception.
You are that.
The source is not outside. source is inside me.
You are inviting it.
Yeah, because I have created it.
Unknowingly, right?
Unknowingly.
Unknowing. And
And
the meaning of that unknowingly is not in awareness,
Not in awareness.
yes,
right?
Shaileshji, but you won't just think about it. Small things. Always we feel the other person is right, wrong.
Yes.
Anything for matter. You just see, can we, anytime we say, I am wrong, even to admit this inside the washroom also, where you are purely, totally alone, to say that in this argument or in this act, I was wrong. Just admit this. Admit this.
Correct.
Stand in front of the
Yes.
mirror, tell, I was wrong. If we can say that, the cleaning is done, I feel.
Yes. You have raised a very important thing for everyone who is listening right now. Very, very important thing. This is what we, in the beginning of the program, we said, be honest. That's the meaning of that. That recognize honestly. Yeah, I was wrong here. Accept it. That will make everything so much easier for you.
And that will be the first step in changing.
Yes, absolutely.
Because
Agree.
if you do not admit that, how you will change? And you
Yes.
want the world to change when they don't want, and you know you have to change, and you are not admitting.
Yes.
Can you see what sort of a battle is in our hand if we don't admit?
Correct. Absolutely. This is what all the people around us are here to teach us, that aspect of it. Everyone around you will be behaving that way only. I am not wrong. You are wrong. So that what they are basically reminding is, this is the thought you have. I am not wrong. You are wrong. That's the reminder everyone around us keeps giving us. It's a reflection of self. But we instead of accepting that as an indication, we start fighting it.
But there
No,
is
I'm not
nothing
saying
right and wrong. That is also there. There are paradoxes. For beginners, there is right and wrong. But nobody goes and think, okay, let me do something wrong with this person. Even a killer has his own reason, which is justified to him in that moment. Later, like Babaji says, that you do the crime and later you think, oh, in my natural state, I wouldn't have done that, But it happened. So that is what he's saying, that chances are that it is an uninvited influences. Maybe at some point of time, I have the seed. That's why that experience outside is waiting for me, not for you. It's for me. So that different situation, different condition, or different the various expression of those uninvited influences are written are for that very reason, right? So this having this mind of duality and its transformation through unified from this heart space, it will be a journey.
Beautiful, no?
What you
Johnny
are
is so
saying is
beautiful,
perfectly right.
so beautifully. It has been laid down very simple words, but the meaning behind it is such.
I tell
Because
you, like you listened to Shaileshji last year, how many times he would have said that check your thought before you go and clear your aura. And this time he is very lenient. So I'm just adding on his behalf. And I used to tell him behind the scene that, okay, don't make it difficult for them. I know how tough it is initially. But truly, we don't want to justify why we don't want to clear the aura immediately. Recognize later also you will understand. Every time this thing happened and you want to clear your aura, every time this thing happened and you want to clear your aura, it means there is a pattern in you that you want to resolve. For the time being, what you did not do anything outside. You centered yourself in your heart.
correct.
You're recognizing your irritation and you're centering yourself in your heart. That's what the sixth statement says. What happens outside me, who I send to love and light, I don't know. But at least I come to my center.
No, no, Sarojji added that, so that's why I can say, because as he rightly said, I can now say I love Sarojji. I always say, because previously perhaps I would not have been allowed to use that word love. But yeah,
Yes.
because of course I salute his patience and his analytical mind and the way he puts the things in proper perspective. That's very important for a spiritual journey. Otherwise,
Yes.
either you condemn yourself or you see the blame in others. So there has to be a balance somewhere.
Yes.
But
Next
you
week we'll
cannot.
reveal much more. Don't worry. We're going to again open that can of worm. You all are, already ready. Babaji is not mentioned anywhere that in your daytime you should be feeling love. He's just saying, in your quiet period, go and feel your heart and feel all this. Okay, now in your daytime, give yourself these God qualities. But we are expecting so much. Why I'm not in that heart space all the time? It means we have done a lot of work, and we want to be there. We know what our true state is. But with every week, we'll come to know, okay, this is what was casting shadow, and I was not able to see myself fully.
No, you give a beautiful tip today. I do two things. One is that I set you free, and then that every 4 hours, try to clean it. That is very good. And you won't believe, nowadays, maybe last 7 days or 15 days, I touch the bed and deep sleep because I have cleaned out. By the time Sunanda comes to it, she's calling me. Then I just get up. I said, "What is the time now?" I'm having a beautiful sleep.
That
So
beautiful
beautiful.
sleep is with sending love and light. I have found it difficult than unifying with God qualities. But this sending love and light is much more important for us to survive in this world in
Yeah,
such
of
light.
course.
Yeah.
No, no. I was giving because unnecessary thoughts and all they just preoccupy your mind. So when your mind is clean and clear, equanimous, then only you can do it. And this again, sorry, I now I will drag you. This equanimous mind can only come when you are centered on higher self. The lower self cannot have. Can you see how beautifully they have said? It's not that easy. How can you, when you are dealing with this world, with your five sense organs, with your mind, you cannot have. You will like, you will like Italy like Salesi, and I will like filter coffee. You cannot.
Correct. Yeah.
You cannot.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
only when you shift your identity anchored on your higher self, you will have an equanimous mind. That is one.
Yeah.
Second thing, as Salesi also beautifully said, it's a very nebulous concept. So, like you said, you salute India. So that's why you cannot salute a nation. So what you did, we did a flag. So flag represents India. So you salute any country. Similarly, beautifully in this unified, what they said, your higher self is in a heart. It gave a location. Then they said, okay, it may be, you are just thinking. He said, no, you will get a signal also. Can you see what they have done? Roger has done it and Babaji has done it.
Yeah.
They located it because your mind wants something objective to understand, apprehend, conceptually accept it. He said, this is the location. And it is not imaginary because he is responding to you. Can you see how beautifully it has been constructed?
Yes,
I am
absolutely.
amazed with the concept of signal, although we practiced Vipassana sensation initially. But the way signal comes when we ask, and the kind of questions we ask, when we ask higher self to give your signal, it gives a gentle signal. And when we ask for a uninvited signal, it gives you that throbbing pain, or that twitching, or tapping a jerk or anything like that. So how it is connected, who is responding, and it is nothing but your own subconscious mind or unconscious state, which is in that true state, is guiding you, and we are not aware of it
Absolutely.
because of our
Absolutely.
limited mind. I understand this heart pulsation experience is called as brain heart coherence, where your heart comes to the synchronicity of brain, and brain doesn't fight. Your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, they align together. That means all your bodily function and your mental function, physical function is
In
at
sync.
rest, in sync. Now you take anything, you take any affirmation, I am love, it goes deep. There's no resistance, no fighting back. But you just say it open wide, walking like that, you will get 100 rejections. So these are the affirmation is done in that state is very scientific actually, guiding us
This
to gently be in that state. The bedtime
this.
practice, the wake up time, you know.
Oh, Pritiji, you have not heard my problems with my higher self. No, we had a long fight. He said, you are showing up. He said,
I
this is not correct. This is what you think
enjoyed
you
that
are.
talk. I heard it yesterday a little bit on YouTube. So I was
Oh my
enjoying
God.
it so much and so
No,
happy
no.
because that is that will make you feel love the way you seek a friendly presence that you are seeking from inside, and that's how it has come. If you're seeking a love or that intimate connection, you would receive it in that format. But now you're seeking that as a loving companion, my friend. It's like that. Okay, let me kid around you.
That's how it is. Absolutely
Or
correct.
make a boss or make a mother, it will be like that.
Yeah, the way our interaction with higher self gets established is in the most friendly, intimate friend manner, right? Even with your parents, you have a barrier, but with your friend Langotia yaar, you say anything and everything,
They
right?
accept,
That's
yes.
how the higher self will come, so that you have no barrier. Then that's how you will communicate without any bias, without any intimidation, nothing preventing in between. So
How
one thing,
divine it will be.
it is really fantastic. And when you get
You
used
want
to
to
it, you cannot
channel
be
it.
otherwise. You can't be otherwise anyway. Once you get used to it, you cannot be otherwise. You will always be there.
No,
Then
when I
So,
look
Sunandaji
at
will
your face,
complain, okay?
and
You are busy these days. Where are you busy these days?
no, no, when I look at Silas's smile and your tone, I am really jealous.
you are gradually moving into that space already. You are already moving into that space.
I'm really
So,
waiting for week 7 to come and see what you do with that.
You ask about me to to Sunandaji. Thank
the
you, thank you.
so as I was discussing with my I
Yes.
was I asked that in today's world where we are constantly with a phone in the hand, we are with the technology all the time, how can I practice being unified? So he gave a beautiful hint actually. He said,
Mhm.
try doing this. What was that hint? It was that on your phone, you always have this notification.
Mhm.
Anytime somebody sends you a WhatsApp message, you get a ting, right? Use that ting, make a habit. Whenever you have the ting, do not just get up and attend to it. Pause in between.
Mhm.
The ting is your trigger. That's like the alarm. Okay? Pause and um, center yourself. He said, do it 3 second time. He said, do it for 3 seconds. Take a pause, 3 second pause, and then attend to it. Now, I would actually add to it that in this pause, from the time you hear the notification to the time you attend to it, in between, do the aura cleaning.
Correct. Yes.
Aura cleaning, aura closing. Send love and light to all thought forms. So you are now at that stage. And then attend to that message.
That actually is beautiful, because that is how you prevent yourself from reacting to situations. Because if you feel like now you have to shout at somebody and you hold it for 3 seconds, 5 seconds, so you bring that gap between you and your
Correct.
emotions. Yes.
So I'm also learning in my
No, silence. You are
not
not learning. You have learned it. You are up. I can see the applications.
yes. I keep on doing these kind of researches and experimentations so that I can actually relate to real life. I mean, because anything that I want to know, I need to see that what is the use of it in my life. If it is not used, I am an engineer, right? By brain,
Yeah.
I want whatever I know, I want to see how can I use it. So that's my tendency. So whenever I'm learning anything in Unified, my objective is how does it make my life good. That's the objective, and that's what I always bring everyone to. Well, okay, maybe this is what you want to think about. So my research continues about finding more and more application part of it, embedding it or making it easy in fitting it into our life that we have today. Right?
No, because I really appreciate the way the inputs and the that what you and Pritiji have done over these 3 years. That's what I was telling. But if you read this book only and you try to do, you will not be able to go anywhere. It's so simple. You feel, yeah, it is okay. So you go to the next next page, next chapter. The book is finished. Then you said, okay, now I have read it. You have read through that unified book, but how many times the unified book will go through you? That is more important. You have gone through it 10 times. You may go through it. It doesn't help. But unified has to go through you, and that's what you have made that. Beautiful.
Yes.
But from the music to the exercise books and these videos, audio, and of course, it's interaction. This satsang, I think, is very crucial also in the sense that you know where you are making a mistake.
Yes.
Always learning is infinite, so do not think we know it all ever, and it's always a continuous journey. I always feel what have changed. Yesterday, how I was feeling, how I feel today is the same. How much the knowledge grew, it makes me the same person. It doesn't change me.
But
So
it is personal. Did it happen just for 5 years, or it is from your childhood? It was some propensity was there for towards the spiritual side.
I don't
Sorry,
know.
it is a very personal
I can
question.
just say
I'm
that
asking you.
very much inward, introvert, and quiet, and not social, not social friendly. That character I was, and I don't know much about anything because the family setup was like that. But um, when I come to this place where I am, I speak with my own experience. I try to bring more clarity with my own experience, not as a teacher. Just I have to go through as a student many times. My higher self will take me through that path. Recently, something happened, and I just wondered why I did that. I was not ready to clean my aura in that moment. I knew I have to, but I didn't. It told me to break this pattern. This is the moment you go through that
Dependency.
experience so that you remember what went wrong. You don't want to suppress your emotions also. If you are angry and resisting to some moment, express it. You have done it 100 times, let it be one more time. And then you become alert. And then next time you see how it happens. Your own experience is your guide, right? So you do it. Do you miss aura cleaning in that moment? The very next moment you do it. But until then, the experience have happened, right? So you change your energy field later. And then you send it from there. So these kind of experience, I feel that, as I said also, these chapters will flow with your own life experiences. So this uninvited influences chapter we did in Bodha Purnima, and already we know that the energies are high throughout the week. We will get random thoughts, chaotic thoughts, emotional attacks like that.
The Buddha Purnima yesterday was there, yeah.
And I could not sleep whole night. I could not sleep whole night thinking about something, not anything else, but other than unified. Every word of the chapter was flowing, up, talking in itself. I felt like I should get up and write, and what should I do? But barely, maybe 1 hour I could. I was dreaming in that time also, where I was making a way through a very tough path. It was like from dark. I was running away, and I knew where I want to go. And I just said that the only place I have driven is this, so I know where to go. But at least I think I should put a map. Then I wanted to put the map, and for that I had to go to the car and I had to cross some area. And I saw myself running and crossing that area. As soon as I ran, I saw there are many um, bomb kind of things, was like burning, crackling. It was about to burst. And the path that I walked was growing in flame. It was like the flame is set, and just the right time. It was like even a fraction of second that my foot have got burnt, but I could just ran and then go past. And then there were tap flowing water, and I rinsed my leg, and everybody was waiting there that, you take care of yourself and like that. So it was kind of influence, but also where I wanted to go, I remembered that that place where I want to go. So that memory, that home, back home was there. That map was not needed. The path was unknown that I know I have driven before. It was like many messages came. So that was my 1 hour of dream. And I woke up with that. But it was generally, I felt a lot of understanding, opening, expressions that came through overnight. Although I was not meditating, but just being at
Yeah,
heart
it's
center.
maybe at one stage all these practices you throw it like pole vault. When you go over it, you leave the pole. Similarly, you leave the map because you know you are at home. Yeah. Sorry, I kept you. Oh my God, it's 7 o'clock. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
amazing talking to you always, and
Thank you.
I also
The-
got to share my experience.
No, it was beautiful. I wanted.
So, so
Yeah.
since we are talking about the map, I just want to remind everyone that statistically, it has been proven that most of the accidents happen in the vicinity of your home. Those who drive, their road accidents happen, most of them happen in the vicinity of the home. Right? This was the case for me as well. The accident that I had, where I lost my leg, happened right very close to my house. And for this chapter, this is a very important learning. We let our guard down when we are in familiar space.
Familiar space, yes.
Right? Unknowingly, unconsciously, we become sort of careless. So in familiar space, you have to be extra careful. That is this lesson has been coming to me all through my life. Even the last time when I was in China in 2024 December, I broke my leg staying in the house. Just walking within the house fell and broke my bone. Right? Why in the house only you are so careless. You are just doing things that you don't need a map. Right? So people, all those who are learning the aura cleaning and aura maintenance process must remember, in the house you have to be extra careful. This practice does not exclude house, within the house, right? So, very important.
But Shailesh, sorry, we are late already. I'm sorry because I thought, this atmosphere may not come again. Do you feel your life is scripted, or you feel you are taking some turns and things, or deliberately you are changing course or something like that, or you feel it is scripted and you are just walking?
When I look back, it seems to be planned, right? Looking back, the advantage of looking back is that now I have a level of consciousness better than what it was when actually that happened. I am growing, right? My level of consciousness is growing. With current state of consciousness, when I look back, I am able to relate, yes, that was the purpose of that happening, right? So my life experiences have a meaning and a purpose, which I can today correlate, connecting the dots, right? And with my current state, I am not even thinking of the future. There is not even one thought of future at all, right? So I'm just living day to day. Just this morning only, I got this thought that, we have a term in India we call as daily wage worker. I am like that only now. I earn my day every day. In the morning, I get up, okay, I got one more day to live today. Right? That also is an assumption. Will I last till end of the day also is not known. But I just keep living moment to moment. As life is unfolding, I just do it. I just keep doing that way. And one thing I am always persistent on is following my inner guidance. I just follow it. There I don't even question.
Sorry, with my higher self. So, I told him, I said, you are pushing me into the wall. So he said, what do you mean by that? I said, I didn't tell everything. I said, what is this Sadesati you have put it? He said, you know, so this is what he told me. He said, your 12th house is Jupiter, and Lord Krishna's 12th house is Jupiter. So that you are not saying, yet you are telling Saraswati. We are
So, yes. This relationship will develop. All I'm saying is your relationship will develop, and it has started very well for you. This is a very close and friendly relationship. It will develop now. The way you have described is a beautiful thing to start with. Definitely. Thank you.
My apologies to sorry, Parulji wants to talk to me.
Yeah.
No
Yes,
apology,
Parul.
just flow.
That's okay.
The
Yeah.
wage worker is here for that. Earning is bread and butter. उसके ऊपर love. ताकि bread and butter doesn't go in fat.
Makan, Maska Pav. Mumbai.
Yes, Parulji.
Atmavandan, Shaileshji, Pritiji, and all the
Atmavandan.
masters. Yes, it's such a beautiful feeling, and hearing everybody's experience make you feel so good. Like as I said, like you feel like I especially feel like I'm back home with family. Like you don't feel that kind of connection, this kind of connection, like out in the outer world. And so thanks for that. And a question is regarding me, like right now I'm driving, that's why I have my camera off. So this question came in my mind, like when I'm walking or driving, right? Like especially in the driving car, like something happened, like conversation or whatever. So like after cleaning the aura, when you get a higher self signal, but like while you are moving, right? Like so it's hard to feel that signal. So what to do? Still just continue with the process or anything else?
The signal is your discomfort.
Yeah, but like my signal for higher self is like I just like as we say, like we are always connected with higher self, right? But like especially when we do like our
Okay, I
Yeah.
get your
For
confusion
that, you
now.
don't need
So
a signal.
this way, huh? So this week you are learning to first do the in the quiet period practice, right?
Okay,
You do that, all those steps. They are quiet
okay,
period practice steps. And in the
okay.
quiet period is when you ask for a signal of the higher self.
Mm.
And then you ask for this signal for uninvited influences, right? Now,
Okay.
that is for quiet period. But when you are using this technique during the day, all through the day, you are simply running those 3 programs. 6
Okay.
bullets, third bullet, fourth bullet. That's it.
That is
6,
from week
2,
3, not week 5. That is
yeah.
Yeah.
simply clearing your aura.
Hmm.
So you just don't have to even unify with God qualities. You just have to feel centered. The book says, this chapter says, even you do it mechanically, means
Yeah.
you just say it.
Hmm.
It means you withdraw your awareness from those irritations and whatnot to these affirmation, these lines.
Okay, so it can be done like just walking and say your okay.
Yes,
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why we say that you can also tell anyone else who wants to do it,
Yeah.
right? They
Okay.
don't know heart centering. They have no understanding of our concepts. Fine. But they can use this technique though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
This is common in every session.
Yeah.
Like people
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
get about know
Thank you.
about this aura cleaning.
Yeah. Good. Excellent. Thank
I
you. Thank you. So please do continue for the next 4 days. Continue to do this practice and then be ready for the next chapter.
one last thing I just wanted to note. Every time this full moon, right? We have as a meditator, we experience a lot of energies. So earlier, what used to happen, I used to get so much energy, and I used to feel nausea and sometimes even headache and um, that um feeling of getting heavy, especially on head. And we thought it's the energy, it's high energy thing and all that. But actually, be alert and aware that chances are that they are uninvited influences. And do
Yeah.
that aura cleaning process diligently.
Yeah. My understanding of the full moon, or this is not just Buddha Purnima, all full moons. My understanding is that at that time the energies of the moon are high. This is how you see in the ocean, the tides, high tides, because in on full moon the tides are very high, and that's basically influence of the energies of the moon. That's one thing. We can witness it. They also impact because our body is 80% water. That energy impacts our body as well. And it kind of appears in the form of emotional unbalance. That's why those unbalanced people are called lunatics. They are influenced by the moon. Right? So we all tend to become lunatic on full moon days. That's why the wise ones recommend keep your mouth shut and go into meditation. You will create less upadra for yourself, less problems for yourself, right? Just
But I just
by
wanted to
keeping
connect
quiet.
with this uninvited influences because the
Mm,
symptoms are same, and we feel
mm,
that we are receiving energy,
mm,
and we go for grounding and other things. But the
mm.
first thing that we can do is bring your awareness from head to heart.
So that is disconnecting from the emotion, which is rising because of the lunatic energy, right? So
I mean,
disconnecting
I
from that,
don't
come to
recognize
the
any
present.
emotions in that. I mean, what I can tell you from my experience is just the body sensation.
Mm,
Not any emotions as such, but feeling of stuffiness and
mm,
nausea and all that,
mm.
heaviness.
Okay, so good. We have some understanding of full moon as well. What we should do during full moon, right? Don't do it from the perspective of a puja or anything like that. do it in a scientific manner. Understand it, why we are doing it. Okay, good. So thank you. Let's get together again next week. Start the chapter 6, which is the most important part of this entire process we are learning. It will create a proper foundation for our future. So